Hey, this is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com, and today we're going to take another look at Synth AI from Sample Logic. I recently was able to play through some of Synth AI during a recent live stream, but I thought I would do another video and just kind of dive into some of the other areas of the instrument and just have some more fun. It's such a fun collection. The animated intelligence engine really gives you a lot of flexibility, and it's just a lot of fun to play with. And Synth AI comes with over 1,000 different instruments and 24 gigs of sample content, which really makes it wonderful. And in each series, you have Symphonic AI, World AI, and now Synth AI. They approach the different, the different themes, orchestrally, world instruments, and then the synth side of things, more textural things. When you have all three of them together, it's a really powerful collection to have. Let's just jump right in and take a look and have some more fun with Synth AI. So you see that Synth AI is a Kontakt library, and you do need to use the full version of Kontakt in order to be able to play Synth AI. And the way that you get to that, you want to go to the Files tab. So libraries show Kontakt player compatible libraries, and Files is where you need to go for a lot of the third-party Kontakt libraries where you need the full version to use it. To kind of navigate on this side over here, where this kind of shows you your drive locations and all that stuff. It can get a little confusing, but once you get used to it, it's not that hard. And so I'm going to go down to where I have my Sample Logic library stored, and then go to Synth AI and load the NKI. And so it just comes in a single NKI, which I think is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and close that using this icon here. This will kind of really give us a nice little performance view here. Let's just pull up the first preset, above all else. Let's just kind of play a little bit, get warmed up. And right away, man, it's just like, I hear the texture, the warmth, and then you've got the movement going on. Yeah, it's just so cool. And so that's what happens. You get kind of pulled into those sounds. And that's what makes the animated intelligence engine so much fun, because it allows you to have all of that movement and activity, and it just really inspires performance. And so the way that this series is set up, you have 4 cores, 4 sound cores, and they're all kind of like joined in the middle by this XY mixer, which is really neat. And I went ahead and mapped, I've got my XY controller here, so I can actually move and blend between all of 4 of these cores. And you can hear how each of these cores contribute to the overall sound. Got a nice lead sound and then an ARP. And then strings, some nice. Just some really cool things going on. And then the guitar. So kind of a strumming guitar type of thing. And then when you mix them all together, it's just really amazing. In each of the cores, you have mixer, you've got filters here, resonance and ADSRs. you've got so much in here. And then you can click on the little icon there, and then you've got more controls. You can set the range. Now you can see that the keyboard is different colors, and what that does, it lets you know exactly where each of the cores are, and they're all kind of overlapping using the same, and then the orange for 3, yellow for 4, yeah, purple for 2. Now, and what we can do though, we can adjust the MIDI range here. So that way you can assign the cores to specific areas of the keyboard if you want to. Born in the Winds. Now I've kind of put a little check or a heart on some of the favorites, and a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just start hearting everything, but you know, that kind of gets crazy. Born in the Winds. So we've got some analog basses and digital orchestra, some more pads. I think the sound sources are just so nice. They're just like little arrangements inside of themselves. So I'm in that one minor third something. That's a kind of a nice nice progression, and then you have everything going on inside of Synth AI that just kind of, when I hear things like this, it just kind of pushes you. It's like an engine. It's like a composing engine, and it's almost like it's just carrying you along for the ride. So that's Born in the Winds. Let's look. Okay, so let's just see what we can do. Let's go to the browser and just pick a couple of tags. So we'll go acoustic, organic, and melodic, and short staccato. Okay, that's cool. So we've got like 4 of these. Let's just have some fun working bots. So that's kind of got a triplet fill. Let's go to the step sequencer and just see what's happening there. This is where the magic happens. Yeah, we've got a lot of triplets here. So you can look at the different steps, and you have control over the value. So you can have the step play for 4 bars if you want, or a whole, or a 16th. You can go as even to a 96th in the value. So it just, each of these sections of the step sequencer, it's just incredible. So this first part has 16 steps. Let's just solo this and hear what this is doing. And then you see these are velocity. So it's velocity, it's triggering like the velocities of the different things. So let's just bring this all down. So now we don't have any velocities happening. And then we can paint. And so adjusting the different levels of velocities in the steps just gives it a little more dynamic and a little more realism. And then, of course, it's got velocity too, so it'll respond to how you play it. So I can play it soft, and so the input's not going to be as loud. But if I can hit it a little bit harder, yeah, it's gonna dig in just a little bit more. And I mean, this is just a whole world of its own. And each of the 4 sound cells or sound sources, has a full-blown arpeggiator section that you can do so much here. Okay, so this here is the shape of the presets, like the velocity preset envelopes. So we can go down. This is all fixed at 127, fixed at value 60, And then we've got like little triangular shapes and like a small triangle. So you can just see those little, it'll kind of paint that for you. And that's a really nice, and then you can invert the triangle. And then we can even do small triangles, just like different shapes. And the more steps and the more resolution you have, you'll see how those just really come in handy. And then like gates. So you've got a whole lot of fun things that you can do with these presets here. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up another sound. I'm going to clear these categories here. And Antiquity. This is another favorite that I had. And let's go to the back to the core and see what we've got. Now there's no step sequencing going on, but we have really a bunch of master effects. And each sound source has its own set of effects. So you've got individual effects for each part, and then you have a master effects section too. So you've got a ton of effects that you can use. These are all the different effects types that you have, from like low pass filters to screamers, distortion, cabinet simulations, delays and pitch shifters, all of that stuff. And then you can just, disable and enable those. And then when you click on those, you have more detail control over the different settings with these. The saturator. Now look at this. They even have brought the step sequencers into the effects. And so you can trigger those and then have complete control over that as well. So it's just really fun. They're basically animating these effects. So you notice too that all of these, all the arpeggiating engines are turned off. So I'm gonna go ahead and enable those. That's the thing, you can have it animated or you can turn it off just so you can play it free like I was just doing. So watch what happens now when I have all these engines turned on. Now, one thing when I was listening to this, let me find out which, okay, it wasn't that. Okay, it was this one. I was hearing that, and then I looked in the step sequencer and I'm saying, okay, so what is going on with this? Here we go. Okay, it gets to this point and it starts going like it kind of starts stuttering. So this is what I just discovered, this little pencil. Look at this. So when you click the pencil, it opens up another world of the AI engine. So when I'm holding the chord down, yeah. And then each of these steps, you can program it to do something different. Each of these steps can have its own, setting. So most of these are chords, alternating octaves. So but this is what kind of got me, and I wasn't able to see that until I clicked the pencil. So it's this stuttering effect at the end. So you'll notice when it gets to this right here. So you got the stutter effect here, and then we can actually change the value when it gets to the stutter. So it's a quarter note. Let's do an eighth note, or dotted eighth, and then we can do sixteenths, and listen to what happens. Yeah, so it kind of puts a little different personality in there. And so you've got different, you can have notes, you can have it stutter, you can have it glide, and then we can kind of free play it, and then it can alternate. The stutter can alternate. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn these stutters, all these stutters to alternating. I think it's really interesting. Yeah, so you've just got so much control over this, and you've got, you know, over the direction of the step sequencer. So now it's going backwards. And now it can just go forwards and backwards now. So just so much fun. Okay, let's go back to the core. And we checked out Born in the Winds, Castle Commons. That looks interesting. And let's see. Ooh, that kind of sounds like a pipe organ. Now let's turn on the step sequencers and see what's going on. Now let's say we want to, let's see. Okay, so let's turn off the step sequencer for this. So that way you can kind of play it freehand. So you can play over top. So while other sections are doing their thing, you can kind of have some fun playing over top. Let's just check out a couple more of these. Okay, Country Jam. That sounds interesting. This should be fun. Okay, let's see. Let's bump up the beats per minute. I'll go to 150 and see what happens here. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna see what's going on. Okay, let's see. Let's turn off the arpeggiator here. That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Okay, one of the things too in Synth AI is this random. And what we can do, we can hit randomize and it will generate new parts and just kind of come up with some surprises. So let's just hit that and see what happens. So right now it just kind of generated something new for us. You never know what you're gonna find. And I hear the, let's see. Wow. That's wild. It's this here. Okay. Yeah, so we've got this last step, it's set on to glide sound, and that's what makes it go vroom. And then we can, yeah, that's a lot of fun. Okay, and it's set to a half, like a half note, and we can go. Let's just see. Let's do a whole note. Yeah. So, and then we can go, yeah, quarter note. That's a dotted quarter. And let's go back to the half. So that's a lot of fun. Okay, let's hit the randomize again. Let's go back and hit it again. Yeah, it's just randomizing all of these elements. And then what we can do here, we can actually select what we want to randomize. And so it's just kind of randomizing the presets for the different cores. And we can randomize the source and the step animation pattern. And let's see, yeah, velocities and all of this stuff. We can just go nuts. And yeah, let's just do that. Let's just kind of see what happens here. Now let's randomize this. Yeah. Yeah, your mileage may vary. And so, so I'll just go ahead and just go back to the default and to the preset, the core presets here. And let's try one more time. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's really a great feature that you can just have that, because sometimes happy accidents do happen. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Let's go into a couple more. Let's go to melodic strings. Okay, there's no melodic strings. Let's see. Let's go to orchestral and strings. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff here. Jedi phaser pad, I've got that selected. Now let's see. And again, this is why I just really like just the depth of this, the sound sources that they chose. And then we can use that mixer. And then we can hit this play, and it will go through its own pattern. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let's check out Temple of Silence. I've got that one. Let's do Winter Chill. Wow. Yeah, and I sort of don't go into this knowing what I'm going to play. I just kind of let the sound take me where it wants to go. Now let's turn on the zone mixer again. And again, that just adds another level of dynamic to this. And then you've got different presets for the mixer. Let's go to random dots. So it's just kind of jumping between the... That's wild. And now let's see. Diamond Mind. So it's going into like a diamond circle here. So a heart, it's kind of drawing the shape of a heart. So a lot of fun. That's neat. Now let's slow the tempo down. I've got it at 150. Let's go to 110. And this brings another dynamic to the same patch. Yeah, same patch, but totally different feeling. And then having that joystick on the SL88 Grand just makes it so easy to just jump up there and just grab that and kind of blend it. Yeah, so nice. So I'm going to go back to the very first preset here, I think. And let's just see. Yeah, Lush processing, why not? Let's just listen to that. So this gives you another chance to hear just how fat these sound sources are. Just very beautiful. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, I do want to go back to the first one. And above all else, yeah. So that is just another little journey into the world of synth AI, animated intelligence. And I want to thank Sample Logic for continuing to bring out these really interesting and fun libraries that just sort of propel us into creating and making music. So again, this is Simeon, and I always want you to stay joyful. Stay joyful. And I look forward to seeing you next time.